Probably do that thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that only thing that I do.
I'm getting an advert for Yoda.
For Yoda?
It's for Headspace, but it's a Yoda themed one because it's Yoda Day.
Oh, right. Hello, Scormac. Yeah, Mother Brain. That's right.
Because we got the big brains.
Okay, here I come. I'm coming. There we go. It's me.
Oh, it's you.
It's me.
Now I'm the one that's gonna be echoey.
You were always echoey.
Well, I'm gonna be twice as echoey. Shut up.
Well, no, you're going to be exactly as echoey. It's just
No.
going to show up more because I'm upstaging you with my crisp, clear voice.
Don't make me undo this bag very loudly in the microphone.
I didn't understand what you just said.
Good, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to pack my room.
Oh, right, that's happening.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why we're doing this in the first place. That's why you have to put up with my echoes.
I didn't Did you say that before?
Yes?
That must have been some of the speech you said that I completely missed.
I'm not gonna do a whole lot of packing, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
How long do you
I'm gonna
have?
look at things. Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to sadly cram all of my plush toys in a bag.
Oh, you should get a vacuum bag. That's what I did to bring my plushies home from England.
Why? I'm moving like 2 feet down the road.
Yeah, I know, but the bag, if you get a vacuum bag, they take up like no space. It's like magic.
Well, I don't have a vacuum bag.
You can probably get one.
Why would I do that? For one day?
Because you can use it again later.
For what?
I don't know. You can vacuum seal whatever the hell you want.
I don't want to dream that big.
You could just vacuum seal a whole bunch of fruit. Do you think?
We don't allow fruit in this house.
Do you think it would explode if you vacuum sealed fruit and turn into like a jam?
Well, no.
I showed you my new plushies, right?
Yes.
I haven't showed the stream yet, though.
Very sad. I'm looking at my shelf full of Pokemon plush, knowing what I'm about to do to them.
It's okay, it won't be for long. They'll forget.
They don't.
They will.
Oh, I got a Gengar in there.
Okay, Gengar won't forget. And if there's a Ninetales, that won't forget either.
I don't have Ninetales, but I have many Vulpix.
Okay, I think that they're still capable of forgetting the bad things you do to them when they're Vulpix. I think they only become vindictive when they're Ninetales, so...
I do have some Mimikyu, though.
Oh, well, then you're in trouble.
I have 3 of them. They're gonna make a union.
Do I not have a pair of scissors here?
I have some scissors.
Can you pass them over?
No, I'm gonna need them in a second.
I'll give them back.
Fine.
Thank you. Okay, let me just cut this. Alright, there you go. I'm done. Here you go. Take them back.
Thank you.
I always forget to take the tags off my toys.
Oh, yeah, I still think I have the tag on my baby Baphomet.
Well, I just detagged Eggman. But there's still a tag on this Dark Chow.
I just take a picture of
Hello, Paul.
the
Oh,
art. Oh, no, you greet your guests.
It's time for us to start. It's been
Do
5 minutes. Hello, Paul. How are you
it.
doing? Wait, you know what? You know
Singing butt.
what, Paul? I haven't I haven't actually put these up anywhere yet, but they're sitting right here. Look, everybody! Look what Paul did. Look, there's my Meowth print. Meowth
Oh,
a day,
yeah. I haven't gotten to put mine up yet since I'm about to move, but I'm very excited to find a home for the Vulpix one.
and it's my Whooper one. um,
Beautiful.
they're just sitting in this sitting in the envelope right next to me while I stream because I haven't. The thing is, I've got tons of prints that are all in poster tubes and things in my room because I've never known where to put them in this place. This place is.
Yeah.
I've been in this house for 7 years and it's never really felt like a home, so I've never put anything up. Because this place I've always thought of as temporary, but I've never been able to afford anywhere better. So,
My problem is that my big posters have all fallen down under the weight of their own magnificence, usually in the middle of the night and scaring the shit out of me.
yeah, it's what my Stranger Things one does.
Yeah. And now I don't know what to do with them. I don't know where to put them in the new place.
I need to go look at the stream for a second because it's not showing up for some reason. So let me go figure out why that is.
Be over here doing some monstrous things,
Problem.
shoving all my plush toys into a sad black bag.
Why? Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back in a second. For some reason, the game capture isn't showing up. How about now?
See anything?
There it is. Okay. Okay.
There it is.
Okay, I'm back.
Good job. You did it.
I fixed it. I had to unplug the capture card and plug it back in. Such is life.
This is some high technical skill.
Yeah. I have no art on the walls because they aren't my walls to put anything on. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I'm not allowed to put up new hooks or anything. Because I have this huge Sam & Max print. It's huge and it's signed by the creator. And I want to frame it and hang it up. But, like, I can't put any hooks up, so I can't do that. Anyway.
So that we can afford a home.
Let me know if the game's too loud. Hadn't heard of Captain N before the podcast, so I went and watched the first episode so I could visualize what you were talking about. And now YouTube thinks I want to watch every episode.
Why would you not want to watch every episode?
We've only watched that first one.
Oh, we'll be back.
Oh, we'll be back for sure, yeah. I think the game might be a little bit too loud. To be honest, I'd never seen Captain N. I'd heard of it. I'd heard of it from the internet, but I'd never seen it on TV. I'm going to turn the game down a little bit because I can't hear you so well now.
On.
Okay, there we go. That should be better. Can you say some things?
Things.
It's cutting off bits of what you say, so all I heard there was ings.
I'm sorry,
That's okay.
but this is.
I
I
know.
have to be productive today, or else I can't be on the stream.
I understand. It's this Mel or it's no Mel at all, and I'd rather have this Mel than no Mel at all. Anyway, right. Um, let me wait until that message comes back up because I want to see what it said. Emergency order: defeat the Metroid of the planet Zebeth and destroy the mother brain, the mechanical life vein. Galaxy Federal Police. That okay? So Zebeth is wrong. It's supposed to be called Zebus. We got a classic S-th mix-up. Did we lose Mel? I don't hear Mel. Oh, I hear you now.
Yeah. I'm making peace with what I'm doing. I just crammed my substitute in the bag. Now Bulbasaur's going in.
I'm liking this running commentary of your packing.
Of the sad, horrible things I have to do to my children.
I've never really played the original Metroid that much, so I don't know what I just got, and it didn't tell me. It made a little jingle where it's like, you got a thing, but it didn't tell me what it was. Oh, I got the Morph Ball. This is it's so weird to play this after Super Metroid.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were playing again, but I guess this makes sense.
Yeah, I went for, at the time that Captain N came out, this was the only Metroid game that existed, so I thought this would be... Look, that's one of the enemies that was in the show. That's Scree, the first enemy they see when they're doing the shakedown chase.
What are you doing? Oh, okay, sorry. I couldn't hear you over Kino's noise. He's my friend and a whole lot more. Thanks for fixing my TV.
Scormac, thank you for 14 months. That's a lot of months. What is going on?
Kevin just burst into my room so he could lift my TV because I asked if somebody could help me move it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Scormac. Yeah, I never played Zero Mission. Oh no, Mel's Finger's here. I forgot that was a thing.
Oh,
I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Oh my god, your shots really don't travel very far. Am I already about to die?
You have to live long enough to find the meatball aid.
I do. That's my main goal here, actually.
Alrighty.
Oh. I also want to see, like, at least one more enemy that was in the show.
Kraid?
We gotta see Kraid. I love Kraid. We're probably not gonna see Kraid.
Anyway.
This "you're about to die" sound is beautiful. Great soundtrack. Oh, I've exploded. Why can't Metroid crawl? Metroid can crawl. Metroid can't crawl. Why weren't they in the hit TV show Captain N? Well, obviously Samus isn't canon. Wait, do I have to start again from the very beginning? Oh no, I still have the morph ball. It's okay.
So I have a filthy confession.
Okay, what is it?
I forgot that I had a Pikachu Libre plush, but there it is.
I don't think I knew.
I didn't either.
I feel like you must have told me when you got it, but...
I'm sure I did, but I had so many, they're crammed together in one little space, I couldn't see it, and I forgot.
The secret Pikachu Libre. Okay, I am getting very frustrated with the fact that you can't crouch in this game. Because my shots go over like 50% of the enemy's heads. It seems poorly designed.
Do into a ball and Sonic the Hedgehog them.
Look, I can't shoot this Gema. I can't do anything to him. He's invincible to me. Oh. Yeah, get dead. Oh. When they're on the walls, I can shoot them. This game feels very clunky. Yeah. I think if I ever do a Metroid marathon, which I probably will eventually if I keep doing summer marathons, I'll probably play Zero Mission over this version. Because Zero Mission's the Game Boy Advance remake of this game.
You're telling me that a Nintendo game from 100 years ago is clunky?
I know. You wouldn't believe it if it wasn't on the internet. But if it's on the internet, it has to be true. Yeah, I didn't really know anything about Captain N because I'd never seen it, but when I first got on the internet, people were talking about Captain N all the time. People wanted Captain N to come back. This was like pre-Smash Brothers. We didn't have any other Nintendo crossover thing yet, so I guess Captain N was the only way people had to ask for that.
Captain N is the original Smash.
Yeah. Kevin needs to be in Smash Brothers. If you play Smash Brothers and you don't have a Kevin me, you need to make one. Kevin is a gunner. What did you say?
I really want that now.
Me too. I might actually make a Kevin. I might make a Kevin me. Maybe if we cover another episode of Captain N, I'll play Smash Brothers for it, and I'll make the full Captain N team. Because they're all there. They're all in Smash Brothers except for Kevin and the princess. And you could pretty easily make them as me's. Oh my god, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm gonna go in this door. This room looks dangerous. Oh, there's a waiver. They were in the show.
There you go. You did it!
I died in sand. There's my password. How far back is it gonna take me? I don't even know like where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do.
Just memorize the password and all of your problems will be solved.
It won't let me out. Oh, there we go. I forgot about that. Alright, this time I'm gonna ignore all the enemies and I'm gonna run. I guess I need bombs to go down there. You can't... No, you can't shoot down in this one. Yes, Mel's player too. Mel's playing. Can you tell?
So good I am.
Mel's controlling all the enemies. God, these enemies are stupid. What'd you say? You're not. I'm not picking up your words.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm sorry. I think your laptop's built-in microphone is working against you.
Excuse me, it's top of the line. I bought it exclusively for the microphone.
I think you should get a refund.
Why would I do that when I still have my Xbox 360 headset from 20 years ago?
I mean, yeah. That thing is so good, though.
I love it so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it finally dies.
Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, which I assume is everybody, every episode of the podcast, Mel is recorded through a 20-year-old Xbox 360 headset. And I feel like you can't tell.
Tell, like, when I hit it or unplug it, which happens very frequently.
Yeah, that's true. Whenever you hit the mute switch, you can hear the click of it, but that's it.
That's just when I have to clear the gunk out of my throat from all the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID gunk. I know about that. Listen, we've all been there. Or at least I have.
Twice.
I have been there twice. Once unvaccinated. It was horrible.
Oh, I forgot you got it unvaccinated the first time.
I got it before it was even a pandemic.
Yeah, fresh off the cart.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Why is this room spooky?
I'm starting to think I have too many plush toys.
Don't be ridiculous. Let's not get crazy here.
I got a big black, like, yard trash bag full of them, and I still have more.
I'm pretty sure I have more than you, even.
Probably. I'm trying to exercise some restraint.
Not me. Restraint is for the weak. I guess it's the opposite. Alright, this room is spooky, but it seems like I can't do anything in there yet. I'm glad that we saw the spookiness, though. I do like this music.
Oh no,
What did you... I heard...
Cactuar took a plunge.
Who took a plunge?
Cactuar!
Oh, Cactuar. I forgot about Cactuar.
I could never. I love Cactuar.
Oh! Oh no, that's not it, is it? I thought that was Meatball Ape for a second, but it's not. Something else. Jeez, they just never stop coming. Oh my god!
You've done it!
Oh, it really does just take you back here every time. No matter how...
What does the password do?
It's just if you need to stop playing.
I need to stop playing.
This game's hard.
Yeah, all of those old school games are impossible.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think I've ever made it past, like, the first stage of Kid Icarus either.
I don't think I've ever beaten a Mega Man stage without using an emulator load state.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't even know about Castlevania, but I bet that's just as hard too.
Oh, it's a nightmare! You can't even... They're unplayable before Symphony of the Night.
Look at this! Just shooting over his head. Look at that health. Only beaten Mega Man 2. That's the best one, right? Isn't that the one with the good music? That's the one with the
Mega Mans have good music. Don't be rude.
Well, that's the best one though. Well, yeah, alright. They all have good music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mega Man.
Thank you.
I saw a vinyl of the Mega Man Legends soundtrack when I was out yesterday. I was tempted to get it, but it was like £70, and I've never played Mega Man Legends. But mostly I was just shocked to see a Mega Man Legends vinyl in a record store.
In the year 2022?
Yeah. Well, if it was any earlier, it just wouldn't exist at all. Let alone in a record store. Was this? Oh, it was like an independent record store that I found. It was pretty neat. I bought the Encanto soundtrack in there. I'm getting some lag. Like NES lag, I mean.
Yeah.
Which I think is normal for the NES, but still. Look, this is a waver. That was in the show too, but it wasn't waving, it was flapping.
Just kind of turning, really.
Yeah, because they don't flap those funny wing things, they just wave around. That's why they're called wavers. Ah. Okay, so being in the sand just hurts you. Maybe that's lava or acid.
You don't jump so good.
Well, I thought it was quicksand and that I could jump out safely. But it hurt me. Which was my first clue that maybe it wasn't. Alright, I'm gonna die. I can't get that health. No! Oh no! That's the acid like the Smash stage? Yeah, I guess it is. I thought it was the quicksand, like in Metroid, Super Metroid.
I'm beginning to think I might have to make an individual trip just for plush toys.
What are
you... I'm gonna fill my car.
Okay, how are you transporting things? Do you have like a moving company, or are you just...
Yeah, but we're gonna reserve them for just like the big furniture. The smaller stuff we're gonna bring over on a plane.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm not trusting movers with my plush toys. That's precious cargo.
Yep. Well, you can always just sue them over some plushies.
No, because I can't get back my children.
That's true.
That's the sentimental value.
Yeah. Well, I gave you my only suggestion, which was a vacuum bag.
Yeah, and I'm starting to feel like maybe that's not a half bad idea.
I'm telling you, it's the only way I managed to get Eggman and Dark Chow back home. Did I? I think I forgot to actually show them to the stream. Look.
You sure did.
I got a new Eggman plushie. He's better than the old one. Where's the old one? Well, I've got my modern Eggman. He's great. He's perfect. I love him very much. But my other Eggman, here he is. He's good. I like him. But it's always bothered me a little bit how his head is like part of the body. So he's just a big egg. Instead of being two balls stacked on top of each other like this one. Like he should be.
Hey, Mike, it's Eggman.
Yeah, now that I'm seeing the old one, I'm like, I love both of these equally for different reasons. They're both great. They're both a different form of great. This one looks like the other one's child. Looks like first day of school. Um, and I finally got a Dark Chow. I've wanted a Dark Chow plushie for many, many years. So now I've got a Dark Chow. I've got a regular Chow. Is it smaller? It's a little bit smaller, but that's fine because the Dark Chow is like an adult form and the regular one could be a babby one. Somewhere I've got Cheese. Where's Cheese? There he is. Max is sitting on him. And I got Cheese. I don't know why Cheese looks pained, but that's just how he comes. So I'm building a chow garden. I just need 5 more. And I've got a full chow garden. I want them to make some obscured ones. I want like a swim type chow. I want a flight type chow. I want the night swan.
I want a weird one that's just the chimera of parts.
Yeah, I want some that have animal parts. Get me one that's got like ape ears, penguin eyebrows. I've died again. I've died again.
I'm so proud of you.
Who made this game so hard? Was it Gunpei Yokoi? I bet it was. Oh, you don't even start the game with full health, apparently. I've just learned. Oh yeah, bat one with no legs. When are we getting Chower Day, Paul? Can I just demand things of you? We're friends, right?
Not anymore.
It's coming. Oh, is it? I wish I had your patience for this kind of stuff. Because I've started many a large picture of lots of characters. Mel will tell you. I've been starting those kind of pictures for like 20 years. And I always get like 5 characters in and then move on to something else.
You some of them lately. You finished that big Sonic one.
I did finish the big Sonic one. But it's very rare.
To be fair, that big Qbert one that you were working on like 15 years ago, didn't you say you just lost the file?
I lost the file, yeah.
Mad?
Yeah. I think what I had of it is still up on my DeviantArt. But I lost the file when I moved to Scotland back in 2009, I think. Yeah, it was a huge picture. It was laid out like Qbert. I didn't mean to lay it out like Qbert because at the time I didn't know what Qbert was. But it was laid out like a big old Qbert stage, and I was just filling it with Nintendo characters. I had a whole bunch on there. I can't remember. I think I did get like 50 characters in actually before I lost the file.
You were working on it for a long time.
Yeah. And then I've started 2 different Pokemon ones since then that I never finished. One quite recently. I could still finish that. It's only been like maybe a month since I last added to it. No, I don't think I've got any copies of it. I've got the, like I said, it's on my DeviantArt somewhere. Wherever my DeviantArt is. But, the actual, like, big Photoshop file for it is lost to time.
I just want you to know that ever since you said only Mega Man 2 had good music, I've had the Galaxy Man stuck in my head. Galaxy Man song from like 9, I think. It's just been looping in my head forever now.
I don't
Thank
even
you.
remember it. I'm sorry. I don't even remember how it goes.
Rude.
The only Mega Man songs I can ever conjure into my brain on command are Wily Castle and whatever that Brental Floss song one was. I think it was like the title theme from Mega Man 2, maybe.
I think that one was from Mega Man 3.
Oh, was it?
It's from a different Mega Man.
That one. No, wait! I know the Whistle Concert. Proto Man's theme. I know that one. Because I love Proto Man. He's my favorite character. Oh my god! I'm getting so mad at waivers. Okay. So, my ambition of meeting Kraid might be too much. But, I want to find the Meatball Ape. It's all I need out of this.
I need him! I think about Meatball Ape all the time!
I need to actually tweet out a picture of Meatball Ape so anyone knows what we're talking about. If you watched the episode, maybe you noticed the Meatball Ape. No! 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 Ah!
I think Meatball Ape should be up for interpretation. Artistic rendering.
There was an item there. That was bullshit. I got stuck. I got knocked down into the acid and I got wedged in between the acid and the platform and I couldn't do anything about it. This game's bullshit. No, I think the password brings me back to here still. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't even know. I was under the impression that the password still brings me back to that same place. Because, like, it doesn't take me back to the title screen when I die, it just takes me back there. And I still have the items that I found before I died. So I haven't lost anything. So I assume the password is just in case I want to rage quit at that point. I can write the password down first. Look, my bullets just go over this creep. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know. Oh. I heard myself for a second. I'm definitely not recognizing this place as what we saw in Captain N. Also, very funny to me that in the show they referred to the planet as Metroid when, like, the very first screen of this game told us the planet was called Zebeth and that Metroids were a creature. Not that we've seen any Metroids. Okay. This is the door I went in. Okay. Yes, the writer of the show said he'd never heard of Samus. So he probably never looked at the game. Oh wait, I can hurt this one. Or not. It certainly reacts with pain, which the other ones didn't. A map would be cool. Yeah, okay, I definitely don't have one. I suddenly thought, wait, do I have a map? But I don't. That was a new feature for Metroid, Super Metroid. Metroid 2, Return of Metroid. Stop being a waiver! Oh god, bullshit. Oh my god! So much bullshit! I'm starting to think that no progress is going to be made. I can't memorize that whole password, you guys. That's ludicrous. That's a pretendous password. Alright. Let me look up something on the internet.
My laptop fell asleep, and also I was not in the room. Sorry.
Okay. I thought you'd been quiet for a while.
I had to help with a very important dilemma. Kevin needed advice on what shoes to wear with his pants.
And what did you choose?
Well, it doesn't matter because he's gonna wear a different color shirt to wear the shoes that he wants anyway.
Oh, so the whole thing was pointless.
It was a farce.
Some of there's a dusty notebook in someone's attic full of these cryptic passwords with no context to them. Yeah, and someday they'll be discovered, and people will spend years trying to figure out what they meant. I'm looking at a map. I'm trying to figure out where I start on this map, because it doesn't say where the starting point is. Okay. Okay. This guide tells me I've been going the wrong way all along. So all my attempts to get where I've been trying to get to have been fruitless and pointless.
Well, what does that guy know? He's just some words on the internet.
No, it's Strategy Wiki.
What does he know?
He knows Metroid.
Fine, I concede.
I've asked Captain N, the Game Master himself, where the warp is to Donkey Kong from Metroid.
It's in the volcano.
No, that's the one from
It's in the volcano.
Oh no, wait, that is what I said.
They're all in the volcano.
I said the wrong thing. You're right.
Yeah, I figured.
I meant to say the warp from Metroid to Donkey Kong.
You mean from Donkey Kong to Metroid?
No, I want to play Donkey Kong. Look, I can't shoot this. I hate this thing.
You did it.
I did it, but I had to trick it. And I wanted to defeat it in honorable combat.
There is no honor in Metroid.
It's true. We're here slaying all these defenseless creatures.
Defenseless. That thing's made of spikes.
That's true. But so Sonic. I wouldn't shoot him in the face.
I would.
I know you would.
I wouldn't give it a second thought.
There we go. Okay. Do Bibbidi boo, bibbidi bim, bibbidi bim, bim, bibbidi bim, bibbidi bim, bibbidi bim. I think I'm going the way it told me to. But suddenly everything feels wrong.
Suddenly everything feels like some Mario 64 infinite stairs.
Yeah. I didn't mean to make my finger appear. Ow! Oh my god! Oh, Christ! Sorry.
Don't apologize to me, apologize to Jesus.
No, I'll never apologize to him. Not after what he's done.
Die for your sins.
He didn't die for my sins. I've never sinned.
Yeah, those were all mine. Sorry.
I've committed way too many sins for one man to die for all of them.
We're gonna need a second Jesus for the rest of humanity.
Yeah, what did Jesus dying for our sins teach us? It taught us that someone else will take the burden of our responsibilities.
I just find a scapegoat.
Yeah. It says I want to drop all the way down to the bottom of this shaft. Okay, I guess that was it. There's not much bottom left. Okay. There should be missiles in here. Leave me alone! No!
You've done it!
Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Metroid!
Wait.
Okay, alright, let's go. Metroid, oh yeah, okay. You do not start with all the health. And that angers me. And your bullets don't travel very far. And there's so many Metroids. No one asked him to. That's true. Sorry, I didn't have chat open for a little bit because I was looking at the guide and I forgot we were streaming. I'm becoming so frustrated with this game that I don't remember what we're doing anymore. Ow!
That means it's about to get good.
I don't know if this game's ever gonna get good.
Oh, I'm not talking about the game, I'm talking about the content.
Oh, good. Oh my goodness. Anyway, hello 1 in 100, how are you doing? Yeah, I just recently played Super Metroid for the first time and I had a really great time with it. I loved it. I finished the whole game. Mel watched me play some of it.
Yeah, I had a fun time watching you die a few times.
It wasn't like this, right? It wasn't this bad.
No! It felt like you could actually beat it.
I was having so much fun with it. I'm not enjoying this one.
Oh, there was that one battle that was pretty awful, though.
Which one?
Where you had the thing you had to keep shooting missiles into its mouth.
Oh, was that Kraid?
Was that Kraid?
I think that was Kraid.
No, that wasn't Kraid. That was... Like, you had to push it back until it went into the lava.
It was Crocomire. I've
Yeah.
died again. Yes, you're right. I kind of liked it, though, because I never felt particularly threatened by it.
Yeah, but it went on for like 15 minutes,
It did
and
go
I got
on-
really sleepy.
It did go on for a long time, but I think that was because I was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I think I was using, like, regular missiles, and it turned out the best thing to use was the charge beam or something.
My car.
Don't think this game's gonna take off like Zelda did. No, this game is not gonna be the new Star Tropics. What if Star Tropics took off like Zelda did? Has anybody played Star Tropics? I haven't. I just know about it. Never played Metroid. It's you know, I love Metroid Prime. I love Metroid Fusion. I love Super Metroid. I don't like this one very much, so far at least. Maybe once I get anywhere, I'll start to enjoy it. Am I really all the way back here? I thought I was further. For some reason. Watched a playthrough years ago. There's a... What was that? Oh, I shot that guy. There's a lot of games on here that I've never played that I want to try at some point. I would love to finish this game. I finally finished Super Metroid and I feel good about it. Because it's one of those old classic games. It's a huge step up from this one. It is, it's about the Mets on roids. That's how they win. You've got to destroy all the Mets roids. The Galactic Federation want the Mets roids destroyed. What are the Mets? Basketball? Baseball? Did you answer? I didn't hear you.
No, I came back.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks. 1,000,000.
What do the Mets play?
Sports.
Thanks. That's what I was trying to figure out. I think it's baseball, but maybe it's basketball or hockey. Yeah, I think maybe baseball too. That seems to be a sport that America loves. It's America's pastime.
Don't speak for all of America.
I don't.
My pastime is brooding, thank you very much.
Ah, missiles. It happened. We have missiles now. I need to pause and regroup. Mel, I collected something.
Ode.
I collected the second item of this game.
You're doing it, Peter.
Once you collect the missiles, you want to double back. Oh my god. Alright, but I know somewhere else. I'm not going to look at the guide anymore for a bit, because I know somewhere I can go now.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said you can go to hell. Thank you very much.
How dare you? I've died.
That was me, I did it.
Well, let's see. I should still have the missiles. I do still have the missiles. Okay. So, like, I guess you could I guess death could be a speedrun tactic. If you go get an item and then die so you can get back here. Yes, that's officially progress. I've done it. Ugh. When do I get the crouch beam? What? What did you say?
Said you don't.
Oh. Yes, Ridley is in this one. I know that much. Oh my god. He wasn't in Captain N though. I wonder if Ridley ever appeared in Captain N. I'm just gonna run for it. Ow. Yeah, Ridley's in this one, Kraid's in this one, and Mother Brain's in this one. I think that might be it. I think they were the only bosses in this one. Oh my god. I've already only got 9 health. This is one of the... probably the second or third least forgiving game I've ever played. Mel, I don't think I'm gonna get the good ending.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Do you want me to go in there and beat it up for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, but by that I mean I am going to make just as much of a fool of myself.
I can hand the controller to you.
Oh, don't do that!
That's an option
Don't do that! No, I'm all bark and no bite. Don't do that on the internet.
That's a function. That's a function of playing games on here.
Well, I'm standing up and not near the controller, so...
I understand. I just like that they built that in. It really lets you have that experience of like handing the controller to your big brother, even though...
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like it.
Even though you're in a different country.
We'll find a different game to do that with, or at least a different day. Today is crazy day.
Yes, I understand. When you said you're moving over the weekend, officially?
Yeah, we have to tell the apartment complex ahead of time when the truck is coming, which makes it a pain in the butt that we have to like specifically schedule the move-in of all of our big furniture.
Yeah.
But like we're going over on Saturday to get the keys and all that stuff, and so we're just gonna bring over some of the small stuff then.
I gotta move this finger.
Small stuff. I mean, the giant bag of plush that I had to lug out of my room.
Yeah, of course. Books, plushies.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about those books. That's like 1,000 more pounds than my feeble arms can carry. I get encumbered at like 5 pounds. I'm not a very good character.
That's because you put all of your special points in sass.
I knew that was a bad idea, but every now and then I get a good speech option from it. I thought it would give me a charisma bonus, but it's mostly just bad karma.
I want to play Fallout again soon. It's been so long.
Like one of the first ones?
No. I want to play 3 again, I think. I think it's time.
It's time to forgive.
Yeah. It's time to finally see the end of that game.
3 is so much less good than New Vegas.
I know. Maybe I'll just play New Vegas again.
Do it.
I never did play 4 though.
I forgot 4 was a thing.
Yeah. I could play
I
that
heard
one.
mixed reviews.
Same. I think it's very much like 3, from what I've heard. Okay, where did I see that spooky room? I think it was up from here. Spooky room. Do you contain any meatball ape? Oh no, I just connected meatball ape with NFTs in my head.
Why?
I don't know. It's because it's apes. Oh, well now what? This is clearly wrong. I'm going back this way. No, wait, I'm going up there. Is that the room I died in before? No, I've never been here. Yeah, Ridley is tiny in this one. So's Kraid. Ow. Oh, I can't go this way because I don't have bombs. Morshu would be ashamed of me. Okay, I think I'm getting better at evading death, though. As time goes by, things are killing me. Ow. Things are killing me. I'm just gonna end the sentence there. Still accurate. Alright, I think it's this way. The only other way left to go. Right, I think it was in here. This was the spooky room, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, this... Just get out here and get dead. You stupid bug thing. I'm going for it. Oh, another one. Good. Okay. Did I equip the missiles? There we go. Oh, well, finally. What's this? I don't know what I got. Thanks. I'm rolling in a pipe. What did I get? I just... What did I get? Hold on.
Got a little pea shooter.
Oh! Now my bullets go further. That's what I got.
Wow, you had to earn that.
Yeah, I sure did. Ugh. Ow, what? Where did you come from? I wasn't looking at the screen. I didn't know I was getting beaten up.
Getting dead?
Yeah. Did he come through the door?
I think he was just always there.
But he wasn't there before, and it's impossible to shoot him.
Are you sure he wasn't just crawling through that pipe? Is he letting you know that you can go that way?
No, look, he's not here now.
Oh, okay.
I think he slipped through the door with me somehow. I can't crouch. Alright, whatever. I don't know how this helped me. At least my bullets traverse the entire screen now.
Yeah, how's that not helpful?
It is helpful. But it doesn't help me get anywhere new.
But don't you feel good about yourself?
Did you see that enemy spinning wildly in the air?
No.
I opened the door while he was crawling on it, and he just span rapidly in the air until it closed again. And then he just continued about his business. Ba Bah. I do want that missile. For a second, I thought I killed myself to get a missile.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
It would. It would have been like me. That's the kind of thing I do on this show.
I've played video games with you for 15 years. I know what you're about.
Oh god, another one. I was so worried about killing the first one that I just kind of ignored the second one.
You sure did.
Oh yeah, I've died here before. I remember this.
Memories of death.
I want health. Why are none of these bugs dropping health? Ow. Oh, there's some. Ah!
I'm so proud.
At least I got beams now. I can't reach that health. Great. Cool.
Good job.
Alright, Samus is starting to feel like a Samus. We got weapons now. We got bullets. We got some missiles. Geemers and zoomers. Pain in my butt. Like, I guess you gotta remember that this came out in the day when this was probably the only game you had.
Yeah.
So you'd spend 100 million years getting good at this one game. But
yeah, back in the old days.
But I don't have 100 million years. I've got 100 million games instead. I've got 10 times as many games and 1/3 as much time. And I don't even remember where I just died. Was it up here? I think it was up here. Whoa. Oh. Never mind. I think the problem is my ears. I thought something went wrong with the sound in the game, but I think something actually went wrong with my ears.
I hate when that happens. When it just sounds like somebody turns your ears off.
Yeah. Yep. It's back to normal now. It was my right ear. It just like... Suddenly the sound got replaced with a high-pitched whine for a second.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
It was only for a moment, and now it's back to normal. Yeah, I don't know if it's tinnitus, because I think that's when you have it constantly. Forever.
Yeah. It's just like a constant whine.
Yeah. I think it was just like a temporary glitch in my ear canal. Oh, I should probably remove that announcement from my bot about the Game Grumps thing, because that was a long time ago now.
You still worked on it?
I know, but I've done other things since.
Have you?
Yeah.
It sounded really bitchy. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I expect things like that from you.
I'm trying to make you look like a jabroni on your own channel.
I wouldn't have you on the stream if I had a problem with that. It is pretty great. A lot of other people worked on it who did a real good job too.
Well, Almost Nerd's not talking about them.
It's true. I don't control him. Is this where I just died, or was it somewhere else? No, it wasn't here. It was somewhere else. Yeah, I learned a bit about tinnitus. I think it's pronounced tinnitus. I've heard mixed things.
Tinnitus.
Yeah, I've heard it that way. Or tinnitus. And tinnitus made more sense to me because it's like a medical issue.
Yeah, but like itis refers to swelling, and I don't know if that's what it is.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a swelling in your ear. Tungulus. Is this where I died? This looks right.
There's a good chance you've died here at some point.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, I hate these bugs.
And their timing is all weird.
Yeah, they could just come out constantly. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, let me in. Oh no, who's this?
And
That's Craydon Ridley statues. I probably have to defeat them before I can get through here.
oh, that makes sense.
Alright, well, I'm gonna die.
It's okay. We all die sometime.
We all gotta go someday. Somebody was telling me that the newest season of The Simpsons feels like old Simpsons, but I don't know if I trust them.
I don't believe that for a second.
No. No. I just want that health. Good, I lost it. I'm glad I fought so hard to get it. The bugs just don't stop.
Gonna make a Bethesda joke, but it felt too easy.
I was thinking that the bug stops here sounds like a Pokemon episode name.
Oh yeah, it does.
Like good quill hunting. I know.
What was that one about? Take that something and shop it?
Yeah, take that house and shop it. I was just gonna say that's my favorite one. When you die, you get to get a password. That's true. And that's my favorite thing that happens in Metroid. Well,
That's my favorite thing that happens in life.
it turns out that that was a dead end, so I think it's dead ends all the way down. Let's try in here. Get dead, kid.
Hey,
Oh.
only because you asked.
No, not you. You're not allowed because I know you'd enjoy it too much.
Fine. Take the only thing that brings me joy in this life. Death.
I know how much you want to be a ghost. No! I hate them! I hate them!
You get for not letting me be a ghost.
Oh my god. This game!
Go, leave.
But I need some health.
Well, don't get it from the spinny twirly guys.
Gotta get it from somewhere. Oh god. Oh god.
You got it.
There it is. There's my password. Look at it. Ooh, 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 ooey, toom.
But
I know there's that one password that's like Justin Bailey or something that just takes you to the end of the game. Ah! How long have I been doing this? An hour and 15 minutes, and I feel like I've made no progress.
you got a gun that shoots slightly farther.
That's true. I got the far shooty gun, I got 5 missiles.
And you've peppered the landscape with your corpses.
That's true. Is this a roguelike?
To be a roguelite.
Yeah. Cause like I keep dying and I'm keeping all my stuff. Is this Dark Souls?
No, this is Patrick.
I hate you.
You're the one who keeps saying it to me lately.
I think I did it once.
That's enough.
It's a good joke.
It's a great joke. I use it on people in real life all the time. They're like, what the fuck, aren't you in your 30s?
What's wrong with that? Tell him to shut up.
SpongeBob is still funny. I mean, you know, it's not, but the older episodes are still funny.
Yeah, like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea what new SpongeBob is like. I haven't seen it in at least
No, I haven't
2
either. I
decades.
just assumed that the quality took a huge nosedive.
Yeah, that tends to be the way.
Yeah.
Especially once the creators died.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny!
Oh, the madness has come.
Hello, Danny. Welcome to my suffering. We're not having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
Thank you, Elliot. 47 months.
That's a lot of months.
As I say every month, that's too many months. The police are on their way.
Come out with your hands up.
You're amassing all the months. I just automatically paused the game expecting to see a map. And then I remembered that that's not a thing in this.
Do not expect kindness from Metroid.
Is this the way I went? Or is this something else?
I don't know.
Me neither. Oh, just let me out. Let me live! Okay, yeah, this is the way I was going. I remember that guy. Yeah, I'm supposed to be mapping it myself, I guess. The uncharted landscape of Metroid. Right, this is the room I died in, so let's see if that cannot happen. Oh look, I tricked him.
Look at you, smart cookie.
I didn't mean to, though, so it's not that I'm smart, it's that I'm lucky. God, don't push me in the— Ah! I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. Go eat, Danny. Eat food.
Eat food and prosper.
Oh, you were playing Space Quest? What the— Am I in a looping situation? Did we just—
I feel like this whole game has been a looping situation.
I'm so tired of swimming in acid. Yeah, kill that thing. Can't reach the health it dropped. No. Okay, I got an energy tank.
It's just like Mega Man.
Yeah, now I got 99 and a box. See the box?
It box of clocks.
No! Okay, alright. Okay, I feel like having extra health is gonna make me...
Don't! It's not worth it.
I was just about to say, I feel like having extra health is gonna make me brazen and cocky.
You didn't even have it yet and you were brazen and cocky.
No, I wasn't. Now you're gonna see some real shit. Fell. Okay. We're making progress, though. I've never seen this room. I know it looks the same as all the others. What?
Meatball Ape.
That's true. We're looking for him, though. Oh.
He's like a legendary Pokemon.
What type is Meatball Ape?
Flying and dragon. Friend type.
Flying and meat. Friend type. That's how...
Meatball type. Ape type.
For everyone who came in with the raid, there was a character in Captain N who we identified as Meatball Ape. And I have made it my goal to see Meatball Ape in this game before we stop. Because Meatball Ape was a Metroid enemy that they used in Captain N. He doesn't actually look like a Meatball Ape outside of Captain N.
Does. Oh, yes, okay.
Alright. Missiles. We can only carry exactly the right number of missiles to open a door, so... Oh, what's this?
That's annoying. It's a cool jar!
It sure is. What did it do? I've got bombs now!
Whoa!
Okay, I really thought I'd be able to roll in this pipe and put a bomb.
Me too.
But
Me too.
Nothing happened, so oh well. What if I do it here? Nope. Alright, cool. Well, whatever, we got bombs now. Ain't that some shit?
Little ground crawlers.
Oh yeah, we could bomb ground crawlers. Meatball Ape is real and is in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too, and I wish I knew less. Wait, I've seen that movie. I don't remember Meatball Ape. I'm Googling this.
I haven't seen that movie, and I'm mad that they took this from my brain.
Meatball Ape. Yeah, it was not called Meatball Ape in Captain N. That's just the name we gave it. Oh. You know, I do remember this ape. I don't think I ever knew that it was called Meatball Ape, though. Oh, wait, because it's not. It's called Barb. Why? Okay, her name's Barb. I don't know why she comes up for Meatball Ape in the Google
I guess
search.
because she's an ape from a meatball movie.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Okay.
I'm less mad.
Okay. The Meatball Ape we saw, I think it was called Gamet, really? G-A-M-E-T. If you look up the Captain N version of Gamet, you'll probably see it. In the game, it doesn't really look like a Meatball Ape at all. There was just a Captain N thing. I don't want to go this way, do I? I guess I'll give it a shot. Captain N started as a cartoon, and then Nintendo Power started printing a comic of it. This is the way I came from, isn't it? Oh, right, it is.
I'm not paying attention.
I know what happened.
Now I'm trying to find Meatball Ape.
I got turned around.
A picture of it did not come up when I looked for Captain N Gamut.
Oh, really? It did for me.
No.
Well, I just googled Gamut, and it came up. Among all the pictures of the real one.
But I think that was like a less a less clear picture.
Oh, okay. The Metroid Wiki had pictures of it for sure.
Of Meatball Ape?
Yes. Oh, Mel.
Huh?
I think I have to go back to our game.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Meatball Ape!
You found him?
I found him! He is on the Metroid Wiki!
I knew it.
He's so beautiful!
The wiki's how I confirmed that weird orange dinosaur man was supposed to be Kraid. He doesn't look a damn thing like Kraid. But that's who it was.
I love that for him.
Yeah. No, Captain N Kraid is my favorite character in Captain N. No! No! I'm stuck again!
Oh. Can you not shoot the thing?
No!
Oh no!
Oh, okay, once I sunk to the bottom, it let me move, and I got knocked in again. And again. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's probably good though, actually, because I wanted to be back here the whole time. Now I'm back here with bombs, which is what I wanted. So it was all on purpose.
You fancy lady.
Okay, there's no secrets there. Or is there? Okay. In this game, I can only put one bomb down at a time, apparently.
Boring.
In Super Metroid, you can put 3 down. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting better at this. I'm meting some more droids than I was earlier.
You met one droid.
Meat droids. So, at what point in the game do I meet Troid? Alright, here we go. Look, I can go down here now. I'm bouncing.
Oh, bouncy.
Yeah, like a baseball. Basketball, I mean. What's in here?
Sports ball.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Go in his mouth. Go down the elevator.
Here I go. This feels like progress.
This feels like a boss.
Oh, we're in the Brinstar Depths. I know this music from Smash
Oh.
Brothers. What the?
Look at that crazy guy.
Wait. I think that's what the blue things were supposed to be.
What blue thing?
Remember there were the blue things that chase them?
Yeah.
That looks more like them than the thing that the wiki said they were.
This wibbledy wobbledy boy?
Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't look a lot like them, but the eyes, maybe. I love this. This is my favorite
Me
Metroid
too.
enemy. I love this song as well. Oh, is it about to stop? Okay, never
He's
mind.
about to throw a bunch of bugs at you.
Wow.
Good job.
I got shredded. Oh, now I start here though, look. Now we really have made progress. Yeah, this is true progress. Ow.
You're already dying.
Well, Wiggledy Wiggledy Boy got me.
He wiggled and woogled all over you.
What's in here?
More wiggles and woogles.
Ah! I didn't even see that guy coming. In the air tonight. Alright. What are my other options? Oh, that door stays open once you shoot it open, apparently. Okay, no, I'm gonna go back up here. We gotta get through this room of horrors. Oh my god. Just straight into my face. What? There's not even...
To sink in the quicksand.
I think that's acid.
You fell for my trap.
Whose side are you on, Mother Brain?
Meatball apes.
If you were on Meatball Ape's side, you'd want us to see him.
That's true. I guess I'm just on the side of chaos.
It's gonna turn out that Meatball Ape is the final boss. What was in here again? I think I died immediately when I went in, right?
Yeah, you got hit in the face with a bug.
That's right. I got bugged. Oh my god. Okay, those bugs are gonna keep coming. Missiles! Ah. Gamut. Meatball Ape is Gamut. G-A-M-E-T. If you find the Metroid wiki page for that enemy, you'll find the picture of Meatball Ape if you scroll way down to the gallery.
I can post it in the Discord somewhere.
Oh yeah, put it in the Discord. Put it in the Super Breakfast Friends Club section. I wasted a missile. This room looks the same as the other one. Oh, no it doesn't.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Danny found Meatball Ape!
Oh yeah, treasure hunts. I need to take care of those. I am once again very behind on the treasure hunts. I also need to add more treasures. We don't have enough. Running out of treasures.
Discovered.
What'd you say?
Everything's been found and discovered.
Yeah. Too many people doing too many treasure hunts. I also need to start limiting it. This is hard. I mean, they're not that close to running out, but, you know, I want more. I want more options. People have found a lot of the unique treasures. How many... Can somebody check how many Chaos Emeralds have been found? Because there's my metric for how many treasures have been found. How many Chaos Emeralds have we got?
You care about. You're collecting them in real life too.
That's true. I actually am. I've begun.
You're gonna turn into Dr. Robotnik.
I was not buying the large figures. Oh well, I wasn't really collecting any of the figures. I had a couple of the little ones. The only little ones I got were the Chow and the Badniks. Whenever I saw them. But Joe bought me Omega because I've mentioned that I thought the big Omega figure was really nice. And Omega came with a yellow Chaos Emerald, and then I was like, oh, now I kind of want to get all the Chaos Emeralds. So now I have 3 of the Chaos Emeralds. I got Sonic and Super Sonic because they came with emeralds as well. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Why am I suck?
You were born that way.
I was. I was. So anyway, and then also, my sister got me the Mighty figure, so now I kind of want Classic Sonic to stand with him because he looks lonely, and I also kind of want Shadow and Rouge because Omega looks lonely. And this is how it starts. I'm not gonna get any of the, like, variant ones, though, because they make, like, 4 different Sonics. And I really don't need a second Sonic. Oh, I guess I bought Super Sonic, but you know what I mean. Oh my god! Oh my god. I don't like this. I'm not enjoying this game. I'm sorry.
We haven't seen the man, the myth, the legend.
No, I know, and I'm still working. I'm not giving up. I'm just saying I'm having a bad time. I'm just declaring my displeasure.
If it makes you feel any better, I am too. I'm beginning to think I have too many clothes.
What? That can't be true because I'm always encouraging you to buy more.
I know! It's too many clothes! I'm trying to clear out my closet and it's gonna take like 50 trash bags.
You can store some here, it's fine.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You don't want to walk to the UK every time you need... Did you see that bullshit?
No, I just think you're gonna wear all my clothes.
They won't fit me.
Yes, I did see that bullshit though, it was great.
You're tiny, 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 tiny.
It doesn't mean you're not gonna put them on.
I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't stretch your clothes out like that. But I might steal your styles. I might steal your fashions.
Yeah, I see you eyeing my skirts over there.
They're cool. What is this robot? Is it a robot? Or is it nature? Alright, I'm going for it. Oh my god!
Is it human or is it dancer?
I can't jump high enough to get out. Okay, I jumped. Never mind. I'm so angry. Oh, wait, there's only one Chaos Emerald found? Really? Okay. Maybe we're not running out of treasures as much as I thought then. I think we've had a couple world rings found from Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh my fuck! Oh my Jesus, man! There was nothing I could do. I was just screwed. I was just screwed. Who made this game and why? Oh my god. I'm a missile, that's helpful. I'm coming out the other end of angry now and into sad.
Sorry.
I'm just sad about how badly this is going.
Is there like a Twinbee invincibility mode?
Maybe. I did see that there are some special... oh my god. For some of the... Oh my god! It feels so bad to control Samus in this one. Like, she's extremely floaty and weird. So I'm constantly walking off of edges when I try to jump. It feels like there's some kind of like input lag or something. My controller's broken. My uncle works for Nintendo. I got so used to how Samus controls in Super Metroid, and now in this one I'm like, Why is there soap on the bottom of the suit? Oh, it's so hard to, like... Oh, no! I'm dead again. I just want to climb over these platforms. That's all I want to do. Okay. Let's go. I'm not even going to try and get health from that wiggling woogling man. I'm just going to make a run for it. Ow. No. See, he was with me the whole time. Just chilling out right behind me, above me. How many times in a row have I died in this exact room? Because I feel like we've got to be nearing 20.
My laptop fell asleep again when my back was turned.
That's okay. You didn't miss anything. Well, I mean, I'm assuming when your laptop's asleep, you're still seeing me fail at the game.
From my peripherals, yeah. I'm trying to cram all my clothes into a trash bag right now.
Do it before the feds come. Oh my god! This isn't... You can't make a video game like this! Nobody's gonna want to play it! How did this get a sequel? I assume it's just because this was in a time when...
This was the only other game there was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very glad that the sequels are so much better than this. Because Super Metroid was incredible. It's so unforgiving. So ridiculously, insanely unforgiving. Alright, I'm gonna create a suspend point here and I'm gonna go back to game selection. What's this? Oops. Oh. I didn't actually mean to do that. I wanted to see what it was. In this version of Metroid, you start at the battle against Ridley. Our hero Samus has all her equipment, including the Ice Beam upgrade for her weapon, and she's ready to face down her nemesis. Okay, so that's the special version of Metroid you can play if you just want to fight Ridley. You get a great head start on your mission to defeat Mother Brain. In this version of Metroid, every power-up, including all Power Suit weapons and abilities, is available from the start. Okay. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play this one where we have all of the items. Now let's go look for meatball apes. I'm stuck. Getting all the items doesn't help when you're stuck in a hole. I didn't even know. It seemed like it wanted me to go this way, actually. Oh my god. Stop! Oh. Oh, I've got the screw attack. Oh yeah, Scormac told me that. So if I... Oh, look. Can I just go... What's through here? Is it Meatball Ape? This is probably the way to Turian. Yeah, this looks like Turian. This is where Mother Brain lives. Well, I guess we could go look at Mother Brain, right? Oh, Metroids! Help! I got Metroided for a moment.
I saw that. That was pretty fun.
Oh, that took a lot of missiles. That's not fair. It loaded me into some enemies. It's throwing Metroids at me. Oh, I'm in the lava. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let me out. I don't want to fight the Metroids. I'll just freeze them and move on. Oh my god, you can't jump through them. Ugh. Okay. Can I stand on them? I can stand on them, okay. Ow, they just appeared. They spawned on me. Can't jump through solid ice. They weren't solid ice. That was a Metroid encased in solid ice. That's different in my mind. I got wedged. I got wedged in the Metroid corner. I know Samus's mission is to destroy all the Metroids, but like, fuck it. Oh, this one's on me. And I can't seem to do anything about that. Why can't I shake it? What do I do? Ah, they're both on me now. Okay, I got out. And I immediately got caught again. What do you do about it? I can't do anything! Oh my god. I can't... There's nothing I can do. I'm just caught in an endless loop of being killed by Metroids. Because it seems like I can shake one off and then the other one gets me. Immediately. Yep. Every time I shake one off, the other one... Oh! Nope. I'm dead. There was nothing I could do about it! As soon as I shook one off, the other one immediately grabbed me. That was bullshit. This game sucks, and I hate Super Metroid. I mean, no, regular Metroid. I hate regular Metroid. I'm never going down there again. Mother Brain, screw it. Oh, I can't go... Oh, I can't go back. Just like how everyone hates regular Mario Brothers. I kind of like regular Mario Brothers. Do I? No, I like it more as a minigame. They made it a minigame in Mario 3. And I like that more. I'm looking up Metroid Gamut. I'm going to try and figure out where it is. I want to see the Meatball Ape. Where is it? They're in Norfair. I think we might have lost Mel.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just fighting with my clothes.
Okay.
I hate this. Am I moved yet?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Is that helpful? Lying to you?
Yeah, it is. This place looks a lot like the last one I lived in.
Denial. The magic drug. Yeah, so I've decided unequivocally I do not like Metroid, the original. Big fan of Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. I don't like this one. This one can go jump in a hole. But I will try and see Meatball Ape before I rage quit. Was it this way? I think it was this way. Never tried Metroid 2. Yeah, I haven't tried Metroid 2 either. I want to play Return of Samus. Like I said, if I ever stream the Metroid series, I think I'll just do Zero Mission over this, because I assume Zero Mission is a massively improved version of this. Because I know it's a remake. Or a partial remake, at least. It seems like it's a remake in the same way that Kirby Superstar is a remake of Kirby's Dream Land. Alright, well at least these bugs become a lot less deadly when you have the screw attack. AM2R. What is AM2R? Oh! Metroid 2 remake or whatever. Okay, I think we're in North Air now, which is apparently where Meatball Ape lives. Come on. There we go. So many of these enemies just take so long to kill. Like, what is that? Red floor thingy. Ah! I'm just gonna leave him frozen.
I'm about to rage quit packing. This sucks.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've needed to pack, and I don't miss it.
It's not my favorite thing to do.
No.
It's almost like moving a lifetime's worth of your objects is cumbersome.
Yeah. Officially, you can't get it anymore. Oh, is it one of the ones that Nintendo shut down? Alright, Mel, I don't know if we're gonna find Meatball Ape.
I understand.
I'm not officially giving up yet. But I'm close.
I won't be mad.
Any sign of Meatball Apes? What was that? No, that's not one. Good, good, I'm glad.
Like, I forgot how little Meatball Ape actually looks like what it's supposed to.
I know.
Like, I could see it and be like, that's not it. Keep looking.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I'm telling you. That's the one.
That's the man, officer.
I almost said it, but I know I've been overusing it lately, so thank you for doing it for me.
You're welcome. Together we will bore the audience.
It's okay. I don't think any of the episodes where I've said it have aired yet.
Yet, but that's something to look forward to.
Alright, well, I'm not seeing any yet. But the wiki did say they live in lava. And there's lava around. Live in lava!
No!
Sorry. What was the point of this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Look, there's this one little brick I could destroy, and that seems to be it. I don't like video games.
No. This one game has turned me off of all of them forever.
I'm so glad that they did a remake of this so that if I ever want to play through the whole series, I don't have to play this one ever again. This is the furthest into this game I've ever seen, though, by a wide margin. So that's interesting, at least. Like, why? Why am I here? What? Oh, look.
What you've done.
Oh. Oops. Aha!
You did it!
I don't know how I was supposed to ever know that was there.
Pure frustration.
Well, that's how I found it, I guess.
This just looks like the last room.
Yep. Yep,
It's
look!
the same damn thing!
It's identical! Why? Why is it here? Okay, well...
Yeah, I feel like these old school games were 110% trial and error.
What was the point of this? That room's exactly the same as the one below it.
But more useless because it was a secret.
Yeah. I don't remember how I got here. There we go. Let me out. Let me die. What's down here? Is there anything? Is this where I came from? Is this the exact same room again? No, okay, this one's different. This is where I came from, okay. Either that or it's identical to the room where I came from. Let me go, let me go. I would like to embrace my death. Oh, there he is!
Wait, what?
That's him, that's Meatball Ape.
It's him?
This is him.
That's him! Meatball Ape! You wily bastard!
He's finally graced us with his presences.
Yeah, he just kind of looked like every other bug that keeps shooting out of a pipe.
Yep, yep. Clearly intended as a bug and not a Meatball Ape. It's very clear from the sprites that this is supposed to be a bug. But you know, Captain N does what Captain N wants, and what Captain N wants is Meatball Apes.
We demand more!
The children, they're into apes. Make sure the episode has a big focus on Donkey Kong and Meatball Ape. Yeah, I don't know what the purple bubbles are about. It's kind of weird. Well, you know, Mel, I've had enough of Metroid.
Yeah, I understand.
But before we go, seeing as the episode didn't entirely take place in Metroid.
Oh no, where's this warp pipe going?
I think it's only fair that we find, assuming it's on here. Oh, here we go. The original.
To go see Donkey Kong.
We gotta go. Hang on, let me change the thing so it doesn't say we're playing Metroid anymore.
This isn't Metroid?
It's Metroid. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone that Donkey Kong is here.
Yeah, DK.
Donkey Kong.
Now, I don't really know the NES version. I'm very familiar with the arcade version because it was included in Donkey Kong 64.
Oh yeah.
And you had to beat it to finish the game.
I remember that. I remember stuck playing that stupid monkey game in that stupid monkey game.
Yeah. Donkey Kong, for anyone who hasn't played Donkey Kong 64, that game requires you to get good at the original Donkey Kong because you have to be able to beat it. There is a difference. Yeah, I personally find the arcade version a lot easier to play. The NES version I find a little bit awkward. And also the stages are smaller in the NES version. I did it!
You did it!
Thank you, Scormac, for the cheer. Perfectly timed. Was that on purpose?
Be outdone.
I don't know if this is gonna be... Okay, looks like it's about the same as it was on the arcade. I actually really liked Donkey Kong 64 back in the day. Oh wait, was there a stage missing?
I love that game.
Yeah, it's really good. People... It's like not very well loved now. People don't remember it as being good, but I feel like everybody liked it at the time.
I was so jealous of my cousin because he had it and I did not.
It was fun!
It was fun! It was a lot of hours of gameplay.
It was a hell of a lot of hours of gameplay. So for anybody, I didn't know this, but it looks like there's a stage missing from the NES version of Donkey Kong. Because we didn't go to the pie factory, we're straight here at the last level.
This is the last level?
Yeah, well it was on the arcade. Maybe it's not in this version. Because if it is, then that's very short. Not that it's particularly long when the pie factory is included, but you know,
right.
Longer than this. Oh, no, all you have to do is remove all of these pegs so that Donkey Kong falls to his death. He gets some brain trauma.
Oh, this feels mean.
Yes, Paul, we did find the warp from Planet Metroid to Conga Land. Now we're back at the beginning.
Turns out Simon Belmont was wrong about where it was.
Uh-oh. I knew it. I knew that barrel was going to come down there. Oh god. Yeah, Donkey Kong falls down and then he gets captured and then Donkey Kong Jr. has to rescue him. And then somehow Mario takes them to the jungle and releases them, and then somehow Donkey Kong ends up in a greenhouse bothering a bug exterminator. And then something happens, some time passes somehow. and then Donkey Kong Jr. has a child and vanishes, and then that child becomes the new Donkey Kong. Meanwhile, Mario has not aged. The Mario
Talk
timeline
about
is
that.
confusing at best. Ah, that's hard. Yeah, the Pie Factory. What happened to the Pie Factory? You can't just make Donkey Kong 3 stages and pretend that's all it's ever been.
Donkey Kong ate all the pies.
I guess he did. I actually do have the arcade version on here, but I thought since Captain N was based on the NES, it would be more accurate to play this one. But I have the arcade classics Donkey Kong on my Switch too. Oh my god! Game over. I've run out of Marios. Oh, that game where Mario and Luigi need to make pies? I forgot about that. Isn't there one where they need to make bombs as well? Wasn't there like a Mario Bomb Factory game?
A SpongeBob episode about a bomb and a pie.
Is there? I don't remember that
Yes.
one.
It was a pretty good episode.
There's a lot of SpongeBob I haven't seen because we didn't have Nickelodeon. I would like to watch all of it. All
You
of it.
absolutely should.
I should. We
I
should.
want to rewatch it.
Well, maybe we should marathon that once we finish Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah. I've had that show stuck in my head all day.
Which one?
Just the show in general, Flight of the
Oh,
Conchords.
good. We only watched 2 episodes, right?
I know, and I can't stop thinking about them.
All right. Do you want to watch some more after the stream?
Maybe I will watch from bed, curled up, dying.
Yeah, of course. I'm assuming, while you're packing, we could watch some more.
I don't know how much packing I feel like doing. I'm already tired. I'm
Yeah,
already cramping.
I know that feeling. And you've still got like 3 days.
Yeah, I have Friday afternoon to get more done. And like my problem is I want to get some of this stuff out of the house before I keep packing.
Yeah. Do you already have access to the new place?
No, that's the problem. We won't have access until Saturday.
I see. Fudafafa is really good, Paul. Yeah, I love that song. We haven't got to that
Me
one yet.
too. No, but
But
you've
you've
sent
heard
it to
it,
me
yeah.
independently, yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a few songs I sent you, like outside of the actual show.
Yeah,
That's
the robot one,
the
which has
robot
been stuck
one.
in my head all day.
Yeah, I feel like I must have sent you the Bowie one at some point.
I don't remember.
I think it's just called Bowie's in Space. All right. I think we're going to call it here. That was a good stream, but we've reached the point where me and Mel are just talking about our plans for after the stream,
Being in the stream.
which means the stream is basically done for.
Sorry.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been. I don't want to say it's been fun playing the original Metroid, but it sure happened.
We were all witness to it.
If I ever do a Metroid marathon, which I think is increasingly likely that I will, I am gonna aim for Metroid Zero Mission over over the original. DK was fun, yes, even though it only took like 5 minutes. I'm too good at Donkey Kong, clearly. I don't. Did I even? I think I did lose one life getting through Donkey Kong. I think that's it. And then I lost all the other lives on the repeat because I was like, I've already finished the game. Why am I still doing this? Thank you for being here, Paul, and everyone else. Yep, and Hylian, thank you as well, and Scormac. Everybody said thank you. You're all so polite today. That implies that you're not usually.
Hey, what are you saying about them?
I don't know. I'm tired. Okay.
Me too.
All right. It's not a competition anymore now that you're
It is.
winning.
You've made it a competition.
Yeah, but that was when I was winning.
I
I'm gonna.
told you about the thunderstorm, what woke me up. I'm more tired.
Oh, that's true. You know what woke me up?
What?
You.
What kind of idiot doesn't put their phone on silent when they sleep?
I like getting bothered by my friends.
At 4 in the morning.
No, I'm kidding. I leave it on silent because when I get woken up by a message from you, I'm like, oh, it's Mel. It's my friend Mel. That's a pleasant awakening.
Does she want at 4 in the morning?
The only thing I don't like getting woken up by is an alarm that I've set.
Oh yeah, I hate that. If I wake up before my alarm, I'll turn it off so I don't have to hear the noise.
Yeah. Yep. Well, if I wake up before my alarm, I just lie there staring at the ceiling, dreading the alarm going off.
Yeah, that too.
All right, I'm going for real now. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to
Goodbye.
send you over to Stevie, who is playing Skyrim. That sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a great time.
I just got to type in the name correctly. There you go. I'm assuming that raids are still working. So, have a great evening, everybody. Enjoy some Skyrim. I streamed Skyrim once. I beat the whole game. I killed the big dragon.
We'll brag about it some more.
I just did.
I said more.
I killed the big dragon. It was weird because most people I know, because I was streaming it, I was aiming to beat the story so that I could stop streaming it.
Yeah.
But most people I know have never beaten the story. So,
I've never beaten it because it broke.
oh, well, so I've seen the ending and you haven't, even though you've played
Mhm.
like 10 times more of that game than I have.
Correct.
But you've seen way more of like the actual content of the game. I've just seen the ending.
Yeah, I could probably navigate it without looking at the map. I've been there so many times.
Yeah, I've seen you sitting on a horse in the sky.
That wasn't me. That was an
Oh,
NPC.
was it? Flying horse NPC. I always thought it was you up
Yeah.
there.
Nope. I walked out and like I could see something flying in the sky. It was like really
Okay,
jittery and all over the
we got
place.
9 seconds before the raid goes, so bye everybody.
Goodbye.